It's very exciting seeing Samford growing. It's a fame growing throughout the Southeast, and I'm glad to be part of it.
It's so much fun to be on campus and to see all these old familiar faces and make some new friends too.
The hot air balloon's awesome.
My husband and I met at Samford, married at Reed Chapel, and to bring our children back is a wonderful day.
We're having a great time on a great day here.
It's fun to be back in Birmingham. We really like it here.
Samford University had a picture-perfect weekend for its homecoming celebration this first week of November. It was a weekend to reflect on the memories of old, but also to make memories anew. There was plenty of action on campus this weekend, but the celebration really started early in the week when Samford hosted a Sister Hazel concert on the quad. Once the weekend arrived, activities really started to heat up, literally. The annual bonfire was held Friday night. Students enjoyed the blazing heat of the flames while listening to the sounds of another rockin' concert. Now before the fire, the a cappella choir performed its traditional evensong concert in Hodges Chapel Friday evening. The group celebrates 70 years this fall. It was back in 1939 that Kathleen Martinson started up the choir. The annual homecoming banquet was also held Friday night. Michael and Carolyn Yeager Robinson were honored as this year's Alumni of the Year. Eric Motley was honored as the university's first ever Outstanding Young Alumnus. For more information on these distinguished alumni, check out the Samford News site. Now, a little different from the traditional homecoming activities was the cooking demonstration with 2001 graduate and Grand Marshal of this year's homecoming parade, James Bricione. He cooked alongside good friend campus dining chef Chris Vizina. After the demonstration, Bricione said it was great to be back on this beautiful campus.
It's really exciting being back on campus. Certainly nothing I ever expected. It's been kind of fun to get out and get away and be up in New York, and now to come back to Birmingham and be back on campus. See all the incredible changes that have happened here are really, really impressive. I kind of look around this great kitchen here and all the great buildings on campus and everything that's happened since I left just 6 years ago, and starting to think about coming back, and maybe there's another degree I need.
As the sun came up Saturday morning, activity on campus was already on the rise. Members from the class of 1959 and earlier gathered together for the Golden Bulldog Brunch. The Lockmiller Award was given to Howard Foshee and Doris Atchison, the male and female alumni representing the earliest classes in attendance.
Well, I grew up in a large family. And what Samford has always meant for me is family and relationships. And so when you come back to a homecoming occasion like this, it feels like you're coming back to see family and renew those relationships that you built years ago.
The annual Live at the Library featured Carmen Butcher, an award-winning Fulbright scholar and author of the devotional book A Little Daily Wisdom. Butcher spoke on our relationship with Christ in a Facebook world and how we need to continually seek to glorify God through new media rather than pollute our minds with it.
We always say you are what you eat, but we leave off because we're so concerned about how we look. You are what you eat, we say, right? But we never say you are what you think.
Outside on the quad, the line quickly formed for a turn on the hot air balloon. A couple young girls expressed their excitement about the ride.
It was really fun because when you go up, it just goes whoop.
It's really fast.
Yeah, really fast. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Awesome.
The excitement continued when the annual homecoming parade made its way around Montague Drive. Kids seized the scattered candy thrown into the street while the rest of the Samford community enjoyed the sights and sounds of the different bands and organizations. Many groups around campus celebrated great milestones this weekend. One of those was the Journalism and Mass Communication Department, celebrating 25 years. Some actually call Samford's journalism program the oldest in the South, but a censorship controversy shut down the department back in the early 70s. The department celebrated its success with an inaugural Wall of Fame presentation. 3 members of the Samford journalism community were honored for their impact on the program. Carol Fishburne-Nunnally was an editor for the Samford Crimson before graduating in 1965 and went on to a distinguished career in newspaper journalism. Randall Williams attended Samford in the early 70s, but as editor of the Crimson during the censorship controversy, he lost his scholarship his senior year and was unable to graduate. He went on to a career in publishing. John Clementson was honored for his work at resurrecting the journalism program 25 years ago. He still teaches and plays an instrumental role in the program.
I'm astonished really at how the changes that have come not only on the campus but in the journalism department itself. The department is much bigger than it was when I was here, and of course my time here coincided with really the abolishing of the department for a period of some years, and it took John Clementson and his colleagues to bring the department back. And I have met today younger students who are out all across the country working in broadcast, teaching in other journalism departments, doing public relations, a lot of talented people doing a lot of diverse work. It's very impressive.
Throughout the late morning and early afternoon, people enjoyed the sunshine on the quad and spent the time reconnecting with their alma mater.
It's been fun. It's nice to see such a festive atmosphere. We came this year because of Sigma Chi's 25th anniversary, and so we've gotten to see a lot of people that we graduated with. And it's been fun to introduce our kids to the campus and hoping that maybe they'll follow in our footsteps.
I actually came back with my husband today because I'm considering coming back into the CRNA program at the School of Nursing, getting my Master's of Anesthesia Nursing. I loved Samford when I was here and very excited about the opportunity to come back.
Then it was on to the homecoming football game where the Bulldogs took on Southern Conference foe, Georgia Southern. More than 7,000 turned out for the game, which Samford won 31-10. Samford alumni and families filled the campus this weekend. Stories were remembered, new ones were written. To the Samford family, thank you for coming home. I'm Nathan Troost, Samford University.